Hello and welcome to Forever Motorsports for the review of the British Grand Prix, and what a race that was. Just exciting from start to finish. To go through our finishing order, Lewis Hamilton took the win for his 103rd race win in Formula 1 and taking his 9th win around the Silverstone circuit. The most wins for any driver at any singular circuit, beating that record from Michael Schumacher. Brilliant from him and brilliant from the rest of the grid here today. No incidents, no safety cars, no red flags at all. But we did have 2 retirements, and we'll get into that. But to go through our finishing order, we had Lewis Hamilton, of course, on that top step. Max Verstappen in 2nd. Lando Norris finishing in 3rd. Oscar Piastri 4th. Carlos Sainz in 5th. Nico Hülkenberg with a great finish in 6th. Lance Stroll 7th. Alonso 8th. Albon 9th. Tsunoda 10th. Logan Sargent finishing in 11th. One of his best race finishes there. Magnussen 12th. Ricciardo 13th. Leclerc 14th. Bottas 15th. Ocon 16th. Perez 17th, Zhou 18th, and then our 2 DNFs, George Russell and Pierre Gasly. George Russell, unfortunately, having to retire on, I think it was about lap 34 of the race because of a water pump issue. And then Pierre Gasly retired before the race even got started. He retired at the end of his formation lap, unfortunately, because of a gearbox issue on his side. Very disappointing for those two, but I think mostly disappointing for George Russell, who was leading the race at one point, and of course had started in pole position. So disappointing for him, but a brilliant race nonetheless. We did have a affected race here. Midway through, we got, I think it started on about lap 16 that the rain started to come down. It came down for about 4, 5, 6 laps, and then stopped again for a couple of laps, and then we really did get some torrential rain for a good 15 to 20 minutes, and that did come down. It was dry in certain sectors of the track, but it just had those top positions tumbling and changing the whole time. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, before George Russell did retire, both of them went off into turn 1, allowing Lando Norris to then come back at them, go around the outside of Hamilton and take that first position, and this also allowed Oscar Piastri to catch up to the both of them. One driver that was a little bit of a shocker today was Max Verstappen, rather. He really struggled for pace throughout the race. Luckily, in the end, with the conditions going back to dry, he was able to pick up the pace. He was down in 4th at one stage, then picking it up. Brilliant pit stop strategy from the Red Bulls, switching on to the Inters first. Before any of the other top runners. This allowed them to leapfrog, and then also switching onto the hard tyres when the other 2 top runners decided to go onto softs. This was a really good strategic call, as Lando Norris's tyres started to fall away in the final stint there once it had dried out again. This was really difficult for him. He really struggled to defend against Verstappen. Verstappen just had much better pace. I think every lap being about half a second quicker on pace than Lando Norris. He was then able to make that overtake on the outside of Stowe. Brilliant overtake from him, and then he went on to chase down Lewis Hamilton. He got really close in the end, 1.4 seconds before the end of the race, but unfortunately just not being able to get close enough, and Lewis Hamilton took his first race win since 2021 in Saudi Arabia. Brilliant for him, brilliant for the British fans, who will certainly be chuffed with 2 British drivers on the podium here today, and a big congratulations to Lewis Hamilton, of course, for his 9th win in Silverstone. A brilliant record for him, beating Michael Schumacher's record there, of course. So thank you very much for watching here on Forever Motorsports. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as well as checking out our channel partners linked in the description below. Be sure to let us know what you thought of this race, and be sure to check out some more of our content on our channel. Thank you very much. I've been Reece. Cheers.